sleep, play.
Eat, sleep,
Okay?
play. So we're going into the champion bans and picks right now. We're gonna see what interesting things they have in store for each other. So yeah.
So yeah, so here we do see once again for those of you guys later when you do see Don, you don't see Don on the camera screen, it's because he's sitting opposite of Epions, not cause he's not cause like Epions is playing his account or something. So yeah. So here we see the countdown, last few seconds going on, not sure what to ban right there, and there goes, it's going to be Jace taken off first. As this is the Taiwan tournament realm, it's not no longer the C server, so Jace is still strong. This is the Kha'Zix patch, where most of the changes on a lot of characters hasn't been made yet. And we do see MLE taking out Maokai instantly, a targeted ban towards Dawn movie, as we were still talking about yesterday, but Dawn did not play Maokai at all, even though it was not banned or picked.
Maokai. Strong, very strong. Do you think that it's actually targeted to Dawn?
I mean, well, you are the one that mentioned it. He has been playing it throughout. You know, it is his, well, I would say favorite champion in that sense, but we shall have to see. And here we see Nidalee being taken out. So split push / strong tops champions being taken off by KLH side, not wanting to deal with it, and Lux being banned. Also
targeted ban. Yeah.
It did happen as well during the IEM today where KT1 were playing against KLH. They did ban out Lux as well. So they do know that Lux is just a pain to deal with a high burst, even though it's skill shot based, but the damage is just there and it's so very high.
Yep.
So here we do see, last but not least, Twisted Fate being taken out, and Kaigo has been playing a very strong Twisted Fate throughout GPL, and it has been one of his most picked champions, I believe. This would be a more targeted ban towards Kaigo overall, but both picks, I believe, for Jace and Nidalee just want to remove something that has very high damage and very disturbing to deal with. And last but not least, Yorick being banned out, so they want to stop the Yorick Vayne combo.
I would say Yorick is another targeted ban to monkeys.
I would say it's more not towards monkeys, but the team comp wise, they don't want to deal with Yorick Vayne cutters. Yeah. And here we do see the first pick for Golden is going to be Shen right there. It can be either a jungle Shen or even a top lane Shen. We will just have to see. And wow, MLE responding was probably Blitzcrank and and Ezreal. So Blitzcrank and Ezreal is quite an okay combination, but will not be able to deal as much burst damage overall when Blitzcrank does pull the target. It's more like slowly chipping them down, and then Blitz gets a pull to land the kill. Not like instantly when the pull happens at full health, they're able to score the kill.
But they haven't locked in yet. They still could change it out. I am not sure. I think they just want to remove Ezreal away from JO.
Well, I mean, they moved Ezreal. He still plays Corki, Bane, and his Corkmore. We did see Corkmore yesterday, and it was very strong after so long into GPL.
Yep.
They
started off playing Corkmore initially.
Yeah. And here it is going to be Blitzcrank and Ezreal, and next Leona being picked up. A good counter to Blitzcrank in my opinion, as well as onto Ezreal. They're going to be Vayne now.
Oh, I like Leona Vayne.
I mean, Leona
I like the Leona part of things.
Yes. I mean, Leona Vayne is actually very strong. Like, as long as Vayne doesn't get put in and Hakane gets put as Leona, he doesn't even care about Blitzcrank. He can just dive directly back onto Ezreal, and Vayne will follow up from there, and they will shut down Ezreal instantly just from that. Definitely.
Yep.
So Blitzcrank, one of the favorite picks for disruption overall, not only in team fight, in laning phase, but also in team fights. But in the laning phase, very easily shut down by a few champions. So we'll see how this is off. Not picking Nunu Vayne, but instead going to go for. Oh, never mind. This is about to say not going to pick Nunu Vayne. It's actually going to be Nunu right there. Not 1 second. Will it be Vayne? Oh, sorry. Will it be Nunu? And yes, it is.
I actually would prefer Leona, to be very honest. I like teams with higher CC. Higher CC to me translates to being able to recover even though you are punished. Even though if you do have a little bit of a disadvantage, you can come back into the game because of the CC and try to make something happen. Syndra? Could Syndra really be coming out here? Oh my. It would be interesting to see what actually they come up with against Syndra though.
You don't need to come out anything against Indra.
She has the balls, she has the power.
I mean, overall, because the ultimate range is very close, and also her poking range is just okay. If you think something further range than her, well, it's been banned. Yeah. So like more like Carter's or even Cassiopeia, I would say will do fairly well. Because when it comes to dueling, Xinjuan needs to face the opponent to do the ultimate, and then Cassiopeia can stun.
Oh, but look, in fact, they have changed it out to Evelyn. Will this actually be a lock-in? Indeed it is. So we have Evelyn and Skarner. Look at the amount of CC they have. They have one grab, they have one and snare out there. They have slows coming off from Evelyn as well.
But Skarner is countered by Nunu, so to speak, in the early games. If he does not have the level 6, he goes into the lane. Just one ice ball will just shut him down from going close to them and slows. So we'll have to see how well this play off, and as well whether will Shen be going for the jungle path or the top lane. And Evelyn is still strong in this patch, hasn't been nerfed yet, and one of the champions you just really don't want to deal with overall. Beats Carters, can even beat Orianna as well as Anivia in the early stages and just only shut you down from there.
But looks like it's going to be a Nocturne take, a double global. We have Shen and Nocturne.
And we might see a mid Lee Sin right there as a counter onto Evelyn. Oh, wait.
If it is, that's going to be very interesting to see if that's actually going to be locked in though. And it's about
this. So it will be Lee Sin mid in my opinion, definitely coming out right there. And Cho'Gath jungle as well as Shen in the
Shen top. It could be Shen jungle, Cho'Gath top.
I don't think so.
Rengar being picked up. Okay, that's quite interesting.
So MLE going for the very high assassin type champions. Right, in the sense.
Yeah,
so, never mind, it's going to change to Jax, actually. Jax and Shen, Jax will win out early, but we did see, when it comes to the end game, in terms of overall sustain and tankiness, Shen does have a chance of winning. So we will just wait to see how this all plays off. It is 16 seconds, they're still deciding Rengar, Jax, maybe even Irelia, overall in the early stage to see which one will it be. So overall, right now, team comp side for KLH is the same thing. It's going to be a lot of focus, and there seems to be a bug going on right there. So we're going to just switch back to see what was the problem. Can we please switch it back?
Yep. So it's coming back to us. We're going to figure out what exactly went on. Yeah. So it looks like they just will be remaking it just for a little bit. Nothing much to worry about there though. People are saying Eve is actually better than Cho'Gath, and they're suspecting Cho'Gath to be mid. What do you think about that? Eve versus Cho'Gath?
I mean,
Eve Cho'Gath or Eve Lee Sin? Which do you think would be a better matchup?
I would say, Eve Lee Sin. Because early stage wise, Evelyn does need to come close enough to land certain pokes, and Lee Sin can just counter initiate that with his mobility in the mid lane. And the jungler for MLE side is Skarner, and for Lee Sin to be there, it's fine as well because he has high mobility, and he might resonating strike in, but safeguarding out.
Okay.
After that, that's how that's how I've seen CLG Forgan for EU side, how he plays Lee Sin mid. He just finds the correct position, either safeguards onto a minion and then resonating strike into the champion, and then walk out after slowing them down. Or he just waits for a perfect situation. He uses resonating strike to land first and then jump back out. So either
way it can work.
Even does need to send a certain closer range in order for her skills to hit. So it is in the favor of Lee Sin to go close. I mean, but in terms of Cho'Gath being mid, it would be more of he'll be going for a sustained fight path in the mid lane. And tankiness. So you cannot really burst Cho'Gath down that quickly. So right now, I guess going to move back to the champion section where the bans and goes all going to be the same. The picks will be the same. But I guess transition down to the last pick for MLE side to see what it actually is. So very quickly, not clicking that fast actually. I can't remember what the bands was maybe. And yes, so let's decide a bit more. What do you think last pick for MLE will be? Will it be Jax or maybe even Irelia?
I thought it was locked in. Was it not locked in?
It wasn't locked in.
It was not locked.
It was count down to the last 10 seconds and then they left the game. So
okay. I don't know. Looks like they're gonna go through it very quickly, but for some reason, KLH not
remembering their picks.
No, I don't think so. That's quite it.
Or maybe they're deciding whether is it gonna be Lee Sin jungle, Shen jungle, Cho'Gath top, all those things, all those other details. Because right now, overall, KLH does not have that early burst, but we do see it is gonna be Shen jungle right there. So might be Cho'Gath top or mid.
Yeah, I would say Cho'Gath mid rather than Cho'Gath top.
But we have to see what is the last pick for MLE actually.
Yep. It could go either way still.
Oh, so apparently the PC froze for Goldens right there, so he had to restart.
Yep. Just want to make sure that everything's A-okay rather than you go into game and then have
Pause
to
the game
pause
as well.
after that. Yep. Yeah, people are asking, please don't show us your Jungle Shen again. It looks like he will be going for Jungle Shen. And great, the bans and picks are going really, really quickly, and we're going to go into game momentarily. We're just waiting for the final 3 champions to be picked.
I mean, so is it? It's going to be Lee Sin mid.
Lee Sin mid. Oh my.
It's been set in stone because if he does perform as well as Frogan, I'll have to say Frogan, he showed me like in 15 minutes or 20 minutes, I forgot what was the time. I saw him doing the MLG Dallas. He got Bloodthirster and a GA already. We're all up and ready, and he just totally shut down the mid lane. And so here we do see, I mean, Goldens is actually one of the more versatile players in KLH. He can play AD carry, he can play support, he can play jungle, he can play top, he can play mid. And I see his Lee Sin play in the past before, and he's very strong. So, but he's been focused more on AP mid, of course. That is his main role. So it'll be interesting to see how well he can play this off. Whether he has actually been training it in secret, we will just have to find out.
It could be one of the secret cards that they want to just pull out. The final match, just show you whatever we had. Yesterday we had very interesting plays coming up from SCJ. Let's see if KL Hunters can come up with another interesting play. Lee Sin dead. Xin Chao not locked in yet. So
Xin Chao top. Xin Chao is actually a very, very strong top laner. But once he commits, he goes all in. He has to be careful.
A lot of people are saying, no, let Cho'Gath go mid. They're seeing if Goldens can actually pull it off. People seem to have mixed emotions about this Lee Sin mid.
I mean, definitely, because, you know, we haven't seen that many players do it on our server side, definitely. I mean, I've seen a few people try it, and they're quite okay, not bad.
I think the only person who managed to do it in the beginning of Season 2 and was quite feared on the rank ladders was Kada. He would start with wards and he would just plant wards and keep jumping to the wards, evading every single thing. It was very impressive when I first started sawing it, but until you realize you just buy one vision ward and he's countered.
I mean, that was the style in that, but for Frogan wise, he doesn't use the
professional play.
For professional play, they just totally control the space, and that's Lee Sin does so well. They just implant fear. You have to dodge those skill shots or suffer a lot of damage. So we just have to see right now, whether Goldens will be able to show off this level of play overall, or is it just going to be a total shutdown against Eve? Because Eve can choose to decide to just run away, so to speak.
Yep.
But then Goldens, with being Lee Sin, will be able to push towers and clear minions waves very quickly.
So as we go into the spectator countdown, let's just have a quick look at the runes that Goldens is using, since people are more interested to see what's happening right there. So for the runes,
slight bug. Let's go back, and here we go. Refresh. It's actually just going to be
very standard.
Very standard. Flat physical damage, armor plus 13, and this flat magic resist for the early tankiness against the jungler as well as in the lane against minions. And mastery side, most probably 21-9, and yes, it is just going purely for the additional damage.
Even taking Haywalk as well.
Only 2 points in Haywalk, just taking 2% extra lifesteal right there, separating it out quite decently. He does not need lethality, he will not go for critical, does not need the extra 10% on the critical damage, and more tankiness, yes, going for extra magic resist once again.
So he was,
so he will be starting with almost close to 60 magic resist. 12, 30, oh gee, never mind, that's a bit too much. 42, 40, about 50.
40 to 50.
48 to 50, so yeah.
And let's just see what Eve has to deal with this.
Nothing. He's going to be the same thing. He does not need the cash. He just needs to gank the lane, get the kills, and be powerful. And here it is. So, okay, opting more for armor, definitely. Flat ability power, magic penetration, and flat magic resist. So something similar to that of how Goldens is playing, just like for the extra penetration. Because for the AP mid, it's going to be more... more what you need to do the extra damage. You need the magic penetration. You get stacking up AP, it's not good against people stacking up MR. Did I say Havoc? Did I say Havoc?
Havoc, yeah.
Did I say wrong? Was it you or me?
I can't remember. Either one of us.
Maybe a mispronunciation right there. But here we do see for the runes mastery side.
109. Okay.
109. But she does take up Demolitionist. And there we will see how well they're going to play it out. So maybe Eve will be ganking underlings more and breaking down towers and leaving the mid to break down. we will have to see. Kaigu is known for obsessional gangs, I would say, especially when he was playing Twisted Fate. But now let's just see how Evelyn, how well he will perform as well. So I think people are more wondering sometimes more will be on Gormuri. As a jungler Shen, we don't see that much. Korean plays do it much more.
Oh, he has missing one rune.
And wow, he's actually missing one rune. Does he know that?
Will this be the downfall of the Kuala Lumpur Hunters? He is missing one rune right there.
He does not even. Let's just take a look closely. This movement speed creates, I understand. And here is just. Oh, there's a mix right here. 3 attack damage and 6 armor penetration marks. So when she does go into the lane, he'll be a bit more painful. Flat armor, and she actually missing one magic resist glyph. Not sure if intended or forgotten. We should go and ask him later, you know.
You know what we will do after the first game? After the commercial break, in fact, we will get Don Murray to come over here and you guys can have a little bit of a chat with him. See what actually went through the whole entire thing.
All the weird things going
on.
on.
All the weird things going on. And you can let him know.
You can let him know about it, like how you felt that.
Yeah.
How could you miss a rune page right there? Miss a rune
on his rune page, like.
Yeah, missing a rune on the rune page, sorry.
Missing a page,
wow. So yeah, so we shall see. We're going to move into the game momentarily very quickly. So I am supporting KL Hunters for this game as I always have most of the time.
I'm supporting MLE Eagles. I think they have a very interesting composition which I think it can work out very well into their favor.
In assassinating Vayne, it will definitely work out in their favor quite easy. Just they just need to prepare the flashes for Vayne.
Yep.
Flash Counter Strike, Flash Scanner Pool, or Flash Pool, whichever one goes in first. If Vayne gets hit, it's gonna spell a lot of destruction for KL Hunters. And here we're gonna move into the game, and right now, nothing much is happening, but the ping does go off. We do see MLE wanting to move and invade onto the red buff area, as I think Shen is gonna go for the red buff, and it's normally what is done by Dawn, I would have to say. Right now, a lot of junglers, even for the blue team side, they want to go for the red buff first, transitioning into blue, and then gank the top, because everyone's just focusing on ganking the top lane. Because ultimately it will be well warded. It's going to be hard to land an early gank, unless they overextend very quickly or too far from that area. So here, we're just going to have to see what moves out. And here, they're all just dancing around, and Lee Sin almost landing a resonance shot, and I guess Nunu taking out a missing shot right there.
Almost
so here, see Cho'Gath. Oh, Cho'Gath plant the ward? Was it Cho'Gath? Let's check. He does have one pot left. Yes, Cho'Gath actually planted an early ward for the team right there onto the opponent's blue. Seemingly that, you know, Nunu is in mid. No one has went out to plant any ward. So this might be the time for them to move in and counter the blue later, because I think Nunu was in mid the whole time and didn't plant any wards, aggressive wards onto the opposite side. Or we're going to see maybe KLH or Monkeys. I don't think he was seen right there. I think the angle wide. Oh, never mind. They do ping it down. They do see him. Cho'Gath stepping a bit out of his boundaries. Oh, yeah, he did stand out a bit too far. I was seen. And this is going to be a lane swap happening actually. So we do see Nunu and Jaeyoung going up to top. Going to move in to take the opponent golems actually, I believe. Going to catch someone up. No, but here we do see, wow, that Misery and a whole group right here, 4 champions going to move in to the blue buff. And there goes...
Wait, what?
It seemingly missed right there, and I guess fading away the animation. He was put into the center of all the champions, so we do not see what happened. But there they go. They take the early blue, but here Dawn taking up the red, and I believe he will be going to counter gank the blue soon.
I don't think so. They even saw what was happening there. But there we go. Golan against Kaigu.
Yes, landing the Resilience Strike, instantly bringing Kaigu down to less than half HP. And here we do see, so Dawn knows he's in a good position, but is he going to try to take the blue right now, or is he going to wait? And he is going to go and scout out for Jax, I believe.
Oh, could something be happening? Nope, they don't have look at that first blood.
Wow.
Very nice bit from the side of MLE Eagles right there.
Golden's being too aggressive. He would have gotten the kill, but the level up just happened right there. And here, Don Murray actually missing the turn, but he saw that he could catch on to Skarner as he was very low. Here he's going to try to blow up.
Wobble Blade, looks like he won't be able to get it.
Be able to get it, but he's just delaying them taking their own blue once again. And here Dawn going to go to mid lane and extract up some EXP before moving back once again with his smite almost up as well with Skarner to fight for the blue buff.
Yep.
They do have the ward right there. So here the teams all responding to the lane swap. So Jack's gonna fight against Cho'Gath, and Cho'Gath right now dealing up the hit with
Nice
the
rupture
of the minions. And the ignite goes on to Monkeys by Snoy, and he is a bit low. But
Nice. All the swaps coming off just to throw Snoy off. So it
I think they just want to give. We have seen this before for K-Hunter's side. They want to give Jaeyoung the farm.
Yep.
But give it a 2v1 lane. So right now they're both sides just respawning towards the lane swap once again, and we just have to see in the end whether it will be in KLH favor overall with all the swapping and the CS. And here we see right now Goldens and Donmui moving on to the blue buff, and Don just take it away from Skarner right there as he saw that Skarner wasn't attending and taking it was in the mid lane. Yep. Good job right there.
I mean, they're more about taking objectives this game, which I think was good. It was a little bit sad that Goldens did not get the first blood. In fact, the level just went up, and as well, the healing pots were already going. That's why they just managed to get out of there very, very slimly. So, yikes.
So all the action happening around each player just responding to the lane swapping, but you can see that Jaeyoung is actually in the advantage right here with 27 CS to 14 against Ezreal overall. And Cho'Gath does have 15 CS versus Jax 4, even though he got pushed away. But here, as the lane swaps happen, the level difference will happen, and slowly it was stacking up into KLH's slight advantage right now. So right now we do see Skarner moving on to his own raid. The blue buff for KLH has been fully taken because it just pulled out the blue.
Yep. Oh, Jaeyoung getting knocked up. Jaeyoung gonna go down. Being overly aggressive, trying to make something happen. The taunt does not go off. And Hagane moves forth. Hagane is gonna go down as well. What is going for Hunters to be great job on Manila Eagle's side. Snoy will go down to this, so it is a 1-for-1 trade on top. But at the bottom, just not being good. Resonating Strike does not connect. However, Tempest into Spirit Rush just see things happening, but Kaigu is pushing away Goldens.
He does have the early level and the kill advantage right there with the cage lucky pick. And the bottom lane side, I think it was a miscommunication between Hagane and Donmui, because Donmui backed out, but Hagane still went in.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think there was a bit of miscommunication on their side, thinking that they could have gotten a kill, but it is against a Blitzcrank and an Ezreal. One has the attack slow, the debuff from
the
Nunu.
debuff still exists right now. This for this patch. So yeah.
I don't think so. That would have been a wise choice. Now giving Ezreal 1 kill and 1 assist, and Jaeyoung at only 1 death.
Yeah, I mean, but he's still farming up overall in the highest amount of CS. And here we see, look at that. Goldens just wanted to take the last hit of the minion, but he might fall to Kaigu right here. Kaigu is almost out of mana. Here the taunt will come in, landing the kill onto Kaigu right there, with the assist going on to Goldens, slowly helping, pushing him back up. He's not losing that much in CS, but overall just losing slightly more in terms of the kills overall advantage. So here we do see Goldens pick up a vision ward in response to that, and a side ward.
Oh, so but look at this, Jaeyoung once again being overly aggressive, went into there, got a couple of hits off from Blitz, so yikes.
One of the banes between Jaeyoung and Hagane, I would say, was with Blitzcrank. They just love getting grabbed for some reason. I've asked them before what they're doing, and just say, no, it just happens. So I'm not sure how to respond to that. So yeah, so here we do see Monkeys right there at the top, trading hits with Snoy, not the wisest choice against a Jax, as even though Cho'Gath is more tanky and can sustain back, but he will end up fine overall, but he must be careful because Jax is soon to hit level 6 and he's being pushed a bit too far. Here we see the diving on the Jaeyoung, the pulls, the grab, the punch, not getting ready to kill Jaeyoung because they already used the ignite early to get the kill just now, but here Nunu and Jaeyoung being pushed back here, Monkeys going back for the hurt, but here Misery comes in, he is at level 6 faster than Snoy, and there goes the pool and he gets shut down. Well, not shut down, get killed, but just shut down at the top. In terms of overall, the CS wise, Jax is catching up, he has 2 kills, 1 death, and for Cho'Gath, he has 1 kills, 2 deaths right there. So slowly all these things it's piling
up into the favor of Manila Eagles.
The kills wise, but not in overall CS. It's just the money from the kills stacking up from that area.
I mean, they are somewhat about 2k lead at this point. It is going to favor Manila Eagles, and if they continue this sort of aggression or super aggression on the side of Kuala Lumpur Hunters, it's not going to go into their favor simply because they're being overly aggressive and not getting benefits out of it. So,
yes. So we really have to see, because in terms of this when it transitions to the late game,
yep.
Overall tankiness, I would give it to KLH definitely.
Yep.
And once again, we can see that this strategy is...
Oh, the pull!
The pull lands once again, the ignite goes off, and the ulti hits, but Shen's ulti just goes...
forced out.
Forced out right there. A wasted ulti in terms of not allowing them to be aggressive.
Yep. It was all very preemptive. A very good job on Dawn to immediately respond onto Jaeyoung. But that also means now that the other lanes cannot get the assistance from Shen. His global presence is gone. Look at what's trying to do. Hagani goes down. Looks like the grab might go down. On top, more action happening every single place. Sad that Ezreal does not have any mana. They could have continued into more kills, but at the same time, Blitz didn't have all that much mana as well. My.
And here we do see Golden is trying to push Kaiko out, but missing the Resonant Strike once again. Not what he wanted, just taking a lot of hits onto Evelyn.
I would seriously... Oh, bye.
Nope. Kick and the shield from Safeguard is just enough to keep him alive.
Just enough.
It's not what he wants.
He's definitely not what he wants. He'll be shoved out of lane right now. He's going to have to go back and heal. Evelyn's going to start chipping away the tower. And it's all going to go to fail Manila Eagles. I mean, this is why I would say I favor Manila Eagles in this game. Simply because Kuala Lumpur Hunters, if they do play a few games before GPL and they do not come up with victories, they get demoralized. Or it plays in their mind. Okay, demoralized is the wrong word. More like it plays in their minds and it kind of affects the gameplay. Like, how is it affecting now? Like, what we saw yesterday and what we saw today, I would say comes from two very different teams. What do you think about that, Teddy? Since you
I would just say for the bot lane side, you know, Jaeyoung and Hagani just can't beat Blitzcrank for some reason.
Ban Blitzcrank everywhere we go. We just ban him away.
But banning Blitzcrank is not a wise choice because he is easily countered. But somehow...
Not apparently by Jaeyoung and Hagani.
Yeah, they just love getting food and grab right there. Like, and that was a lot of the time, it was just max range grabs right there, I have to say. Yep. So here we do see once again the game moving into Manila Eagles' favor from the beginning till now. Early kills, everything is what Manila Eagle really wants, because Evelyn as an assassin, just like Akali, just taking out the 3 early kills is going to be a vengeful, but nope, he just flash away. Here, they might score the kill, yes they will, because Monkey does come in as well. He misses the stun, but the silence does go off. Oh, when the flash happens right there, and here we see Evelyn coming in, Dominic and additional burst damage coming, he flashes right away, but
look at the turnaround!
Oh, but here we do see the Oracles being taken out by both sides right there. It's just going to be a 1-for-1 trade, and both Oracles being taken down in the early stage.
I mean, just look at the coordination on the side of Manila Eagles. It went so well. A little bit sad for Noelle, he not being able to get the grab. Phage prop does go off, Jaeyoung taking more and more damage. Look at this, Eve's going to be right there. Nunu's blast, James does survive. It's so close. Ezra could possibly pick up something right here. Monkey's going to go down very low. Kaiku's going to make something happen, but Noelle coming back. Will the grab land up? Yeah, the grab does land to Jaeyoung. Oh my god!
It just lands. Oh.
What is going on? Jaeyoung getting grabbed once again at max range.
The save got onto him, but after that he did respond to the grab and just got grabbed.
Jeez, now they're gonna take into Dragon. Dragon's gonna go down and it's gonna go into their favor. Wow, seriously. This is just ridiculous. John Murray does come in onto Epions. They're trying to make something happen here. They are dancing around, but this is a bad thing for them. They won't be able to actually beat them out 4 versus 4. Possibly going for the resonating strike. Could they possibly steal this or try to make something happen? No, they do not. Skarner does get it away. Manila Eagles coming further on top. 5,000 goal lead right now. Very good job. I mean, look, the supports are making huge plays.
On one side.
On one side, on each of the matches that happened over this past weekend, I would say the supports are doing very good jobs and making it easy for their team to land kills. Blitzcrank yesterday, Sona the previous day, we had Nunu coming up there with a perfect absolute zero, decimating the team. Like, it just seems to be going and making that happen, so, oh, wow. Everybody is like, oh my god, the grab. Everybody's going crazy about that. Yeah.
These kind of grabs are just fabulous. All max ring
Very
right
good.
There. Yes, very good. And here we do see Jeong going a bit too low. The Phage prop is gonna let go. He does dodge. Oh wow.
Oh, look at that. Jeong goes down yet again.
That ultimate by Viva, I thought it was going to go in a straight line and said Jeong dodge top, but it was actually aimed slightly to that angle.
I do think that they've been studying Jeong and how he tumbled away. So they know exactly what's happening out there. Wow, just Blitzcrank making absolute, crap out of this game.
Yes, definitely. And here we do see that nothing much happening. It's not going to be enough.
His presence has not been all there. Even though he does appear in lanes, there isn't much that he can do. And Golden's now put onto the back foot compared to Evelyn. It is 10 CS difference, but 4 killed. Their Firegrass already completed Sorcerer Shoes. Chain Vest now already being bought. On the other side, Lee Sin with only 2 Torrents and a basic boot. So he is far behind. Oh, but nice. Connecting a resonating strike right there. Oh, the hook does go off onto Hagani. Hagani getting withered out. Look how fast that is going. The exhaust does go off. Noelle will go down, but look at this Jeong getting back in return. Will Noelle survive? Noelle does not survive. Viva while trying to go in for the kill. 1 kill does go down. The second kill possibly going to Hagani. Wow. Misery going to bring him down, and John
what's going to happen?
Yup, away from things. Viva while going to easily bring him down, and that is a 3-for-1 trade. Manila Eagles decimating Kuala Lumpur Hunters in absolute fantastic fashion. I like how Teddy is so silent about this. You should actually see his face right now. Wow.
I mean, you have to give credit for MLE. They're doing a very good
job. Job.
Especially the new player Noelle. He's been letting those pools very well. Not to just say that Jiro and Hagani are weak against Blitzcrank, but he seemingly knows that they're going to be there.
Yeah, I mean, it's the power of prediction. I mean, when you play a Blitzcrank, you must know the prediction of what's the range of the max stumble, what is the range of how fast they're moving, and that's when you can land really great grabs. So Noelle has really good mechanics on Blitz. We haven't seen Noelle play anything else just yet. So
because this is the first game, I'll have to say, for GPL, and just coming in for MLE, and
I think that crowd loves him. I mean, he'll definitely be remembered even though this is his last time, so only fantastic things can happen next season as he comes up again. He would have had all the additional months of practice, so all that much better. I want to see what's happening. Definitely. It's all about Blitz, right?
Here we see Snowy diving onto Monkey, might be able to get a kill, but Shen ulti does come in, so the silence does go on, and the taunt does happen. And here we see, Golden's coming back in, but
he's going down. He should have been so far away from the tower. He should not even have been close to it. Giving Jax the kill, I don't know. That was just bad play, to be honest. The mechanics was just not present there. And as we see now, Domar is trying to make a push right on top. And this game is not about the jungle. This game is not really about the lanes. This game is all about Blitzcrank and what he's doing. Now look at the bottom lane. Blitzcrank trying and pushing away Jaeyoung so that Ezreal can happily farm up there. Just wow.
Okay, they're just hiding in the brush. So Jeong has nowhere to go, and Skarner waiting over the wall with his ultimate. Here he goes, flash ulti.
Bye-bye Jeong.
Bye-bye, yes. Bye-bye, Jeong.
He did not have a chance whatsoever.
It's totally shutting him down.
To see that he chose heal flash instead of taking cleanse, because cleanse could have helped him out so much, but Hagani, look at him. He's just withering her down.
Against Skarner, cleanse doesn't help you at all.
Nope, Golan's trying to make something happen as well. Oh, the grab just barely missing. Not able to connect that. Good attempt by Noelle. I mean, wow. I mean, he's one rich Blitzcrank. 3 kills, 1 death, and 5 assists. That's a very good score for, 15 minutes, 16 minutes into the game for a support right there.
Not only that, we do see Trinity Force already built onto Ezreal as he has 5 kills and 7 assists throughout. Wow. A total domination of the lanes, but even in every single lane, I would have to say. And jungle presence, MLE is winning on it as well, and the goal difference is 10k, not even reaching the mid game. Is gonna be very, very hard for KLH to come back, but they still can, definitely. They just need to land one good team fight.
It's 10,000 at 17 minutes. It is quite a feat. They can come back into this, but it's going to be one serious task.
Not only that, if you look at the region of the map, KLH has no wards and has been dewarded most of the time.
Because they can't even get into their own lanes for being safe. Look at this, Evelyn going to come in, Monkey's going to go down again.
Yes, the face shocking and the Evan's ulti just slowing him down entirely, and here they will take up the top turret as well. And look at the
wow, was right there once again. Look at this, Noelle is single-handedly defending the bottom tower, and Jeong and Hagane can't do anything about it. Top tower does go down right now. Donmuri trying to make something happen against Misery, but Misery will say, well, you know, hey, I'm a Scorpion, I'm gonna walk away. There's nothing you can do about me, huh?
No, he's Skarner.
Skarner.
And here we do see still at the 10k difference, and the dragon is up as well, so we're gonna have to see whether this will transition to a free dragon or a dragon fight that might come out into the end of KLH favor, as there's level difference between the top lane of 2 levels and the bot lane of 3 levels overall. But for the jungle side is just the same.
Is there, the D1 is that's it. No, the grab almost getting Jeong right there. The Shurela does proc out. They do see the Jeong is there. Oh, he's gonna tumble away, condemn it as well. So they do know that Jeong just was there, and they are gonna deward this with the Oracle.
But here we do see Oracle. A side thing to mention is that Skarner is still strong in this patch, because even if you flash away or tumble away when the animation is being done,
as long as the animation has gone out already, it will happen. Yep. People are saying KLH will lose just because Lee Sin gapped the first blood. No, it's actually not because of that. I would say the reason why KLH is losing is because Jeong is getting caught by Blitzcrank.
Yes, that would be the reason.
Main hyper carry Vayne is getting caught out. It is 1-5-2 instead of 5-1-2.
Yes. If it was 5-1-2, the game would be transitioning into a different way, definitely.
I mean, let's look at things now in totality. They are at 12,000 gold. I don't know what KL Hunters can do to scramble back from this. Look at the itemization wise. We have Jack, Sheen, Phage already bought. Cho'Gath, Catalyst of the Protector only. Skarner, we do see Shurela already bought. Double
All Magic Mantles.
All Magic Mantles already bought. Not sure what exactly he's going to build that into. Most likely Eagles of the Legion.
As well as he might go for Wit's End.
He possibly could go for Wit's End right there. Shan, Donmuri only getting Mercury Treads and Mandrit's Claws. We do see a BS onto Lee Sin and Vampiric Scepter, but Eve already is going to finish her Abyssal Scepter with her Deathfire Grass. There's a lot of burst coming up from it. Nunu, only Philosopher's Stone, Basic Boots, Blitzcrank, Mercury Treads, Heart of Gold, Philosopher's Stone, and Kill the Gem. Shurela's going to come up there very, very quickly. And look at how fast this tower is going down.
Yes, and here they might even move into Baron. They do have the
they are
advantage,
pinging
and
it.
they have the damage right there, and it's being pinged right now.
Jeong still taking Raze instead of rushing there all the way. And look, Jeong is still there. He has not moved from the Rave Camp. Now finally moving up.
See it.
The pings did actually go down. KL Hunters did ping it, but they are deciding. They decided that it wasn't that eminent out there. So one ward does go down. Blitzcrank possibly could make some disruption.
And there goes, yes, the spike steal by Donmuri right there. Perfect spike steal.
Very nice.
Yesterday as well.
Oh,
nice
flash.
Has to fall back as they are not strong enough. But here Monkeys might get caught off because of the Phage effect blocking onto him. But still a great steal right there.
That was a very good steal. This is going to help out. Oh, but look at this. Will Jeong and Evelyn win this? The condemn does happen. The flash goes across the wall. Skarner trying to make something happen right here. Golan's trying to make something happen as well, but nothing is connecting. The grab does not connect once again. So, as even though Manila Eagles did lose out the Baron buff,
they're still ahead.
They're still ahead. And they managed to get 2 people for Baron buff, so it's a 2-for-0, and that's fine. Guess what? KL Hunters, even with Baron buff, cannot defend against a 5-man push. They cannot manage to push out, so it is kind of pointless against them.
It is fine because they just don't lose one tower because everyone has a very low respawn time at this moment. Here we see Golden's ultimate offshot coming onto him, and they're trying to shut down onto Vayne, but see of all the protection disruption, Lee Sin's ulti and everything pushing him away, and here Jeong standing in a complete safe position trying to do all the damage, but it's just not enough against this overall disruption on the side of MLE in that fight.
Yeah. 6-20.
Yeah.
24. Wow. I mean, let's see what KL Hunters can do with this.
I mean, the goal for the Baron was very important because they were falling back quite far behind. Here we will see they might be able to transition into something because now that Baron is on your side. If now with 5v5, if MLE just decide to push, in terms of overall damage coming from Goldens and Jeong, they still can poke people down. But if it's rather they'll get caught altogether, disruption right there, and maybe MLE is just going to wait for all their flashes to be up before they engage because they want to flash in and pull out Jaeyoung as the AD carry. As Vayne, as long as he remains alive, it's hard for them to push in as long as he has 1 or 2 mid shields left.
Yep.
Yes.
They should be fine, but all they need to do is protect the Jaeyoung composition. Not protect the Vayne, but protect the Jaeyoung. Jaeyoung himself is a champion. As long as you keep him alive, he should be able to land out kills. I mean, he does have the Baron buff on him. As he's building up, he does have Bloodthirster, going to build into a Phantom Dancer soon. The Blood Ball assisting out as well. But look at this.
I think he should get a Zeal and then a QSS first, actually, for this fight.
Yeah, a quick Silver Sash will actually benefit a lot. Simply
from the
because
burst?
Yep, from the burst, from the crabs, from everything else. He just wants to be extra safe from things. But Jaeyoung is not known for buying quick Silver Sash.
Oh, the very expensive item. Yeah.
He just goes for super aggressive, super attack out there. They do pull out Golem once again. Golem goes down so fast.
Definitely.
And they try to make something happen here. They do see they're going to pincer them around. Shen missing a shot up there. Golan's trying to make something happen. Don Murray, will he get grabbed? No, he does not get grabbed, but he looks like he will be winded down at the same time. Don Murray does go down. The teleport does come off at the same time, but it is still a 1-for-0 exchange. And all this one additional kill, one additional assist, all these things coming up there is definitely helping them do so much better because the goal advantage is there. And there's nothing much they can
handle. Monkeys might be caught right here. Yes, it does happen.
Double
right there. Double
bye.
There he goes right there. Now Monkey should have just backed off at the tower waiting for his team. He instead wanted to initiate, wanted to stop the minions from reaching onto the tower. It was a bad choice right there.
Even the Rupture did go off into the favor, it was just yikes.
Yes, definitely. Because Gunner just walked through it with his shield right there. And now without anyone to clear the creep wave, which is one of the problems because they needed monkeys. Cho'Gath is their only thing they have to clear creep waves, and there we see again Don Murray dodging.
Connecting the tool once again. Inhibitor will go down, no problem there. And at this point, they're going to back off just a little bit, switch over to middle, clear off that creep wave, and then they can continue doing the push on the other side. But Dragon is up as well, so they can transition to getting Dragon just like that. Evelyn looks like might get caught out there. No, the Resonating Strike does not connect, so Lee Sin will not be able to see where exactly she's going, even though the wards are around there. Looks like Jaeyoung will be taking the red buff. He needs the red buff. Without the red buff, he is going to be severely lacking. He did get the Zeal though, and additional daggers. So it looks like he's going into Phantom Dancer straight away.
Yes.
Instead of going for QSS.
So we will see whether his team can very well protect him with the Lee Sin ulti, with Cho'Gath Stun Silence, together with Absolute Zero and Shen's ultimate Stand United. Will it be enough?
I don't know whether it'll be enough, to be honest. I really don't know if it will be enough.
Because overall on the CS side, both teams are just quite close overall, just like 30 to 50 difference. But the main difference is just on the astonishing amount of kills right there. 626. And this is like, 26 minute mark right there. 1 kill per minute for MLE, I would have to say, with that score right there. And here we see Jaeyoung and Hagane being very safe, hiding in the brush, trying to bait them to come out. But it seems that, they're just going to fall back for Amrisa, and so KLH is going to fall back as well. So we're not going to fall back into defending the mid. And here we see
not checking out the bush. Not checking out the bush.
Seemingly tried to scare Jaeyoung or whoever inside to cancel the recall, but he planted the wall a bit slow, so he was unable to see Jaeyoung. But his ulti was actually up right there. So yeah, just something funny to see.
Trinity Force, Guardian Angel already bought. Ezreal has Trinity Force, Last Whisper. BS are going to finish up their Bloodthirster already there. Itemization wise, Manla Eagles are ahead by 10 minutes. Like, this is something you would see somewhat about the 35-minute mark. Oh, grabbing a minion right there. And Kuala Lumpur Hunters are actually behind by, I would say, 7 minutes or so. But at the 20-minute mark, you could see a Bloodthirster come out. Okay, the run of Aegis completed, Aegis of the Legion. But this is 27, almost 30 minutes. They are behind here.
Definitely. But here we will see whether they'll be able to defend against this push. If MLE does dive in with the help of the turret, they might be able to win this out, definitely.
We'll see. It's going to be very close if that happens. Will the...
So the pull not landing. It was expecting someone to dodge to that area, but no. But here we see the
Oh,
they're
go
going
down.
to try to take down Kaigo, and it's not going to be enough right there. Kaigo is
It does happen. Golden's
Yes,
going
there it goes.
down at the same time. Snoy doing massive damage. The pull does go away. Jeong tried to make something happen. The pull does happen. Jeong tried to get out of it. Blitzcrank knocking them up. Jeong tried to make something happen once again. Noelle tried to do something. Noelle
Yes, there goes the stun, and they will fall out. And this is actually a 2-for-3 advantage right there.
It is a 2 for 3 in that sense, but will he be able to get out this turret now? They are defending bottom at the mid. They are pushing Jax. Can push very, very quickly with Ezreal right there, and just barely last stick.
hit.
Nope, the last stick will not actually go down, so they don't get the tower even for that itself. But at the top, they are withering away already. So the super minions doing their job, pushing away. Even at the bottom lane, we do see a big, massive wave coming in from the side of Manila Eagles. It's a matter of time, I would say, and now.
And definitely because Baron is up as well right now at this point. So, well, we will just have to see what happens right now. Because if MLE does go for Baron, it's going to be very easy for them. But then we do see Monkeys does have his flash up, and nothing beats a flash. I'm sorry, I know there's a flash, flash feast from Choga.
Yep.
You know, it does more damage from overall the smite. So we just have to see whether this will transition into the Baron fight or KLH is just going to defend his all, because they cannot afford to. Oh, sorry, wow. They cannot afford to lose the Baron
That
right
is
now.
apparently hungry.
No, just I don't know. They cannot afford to lose the Baron right now at this point because they are quite far behind. So they need to initiate this right now.
People are actually making predictions. The screen showing KLH has appeared, so they're saying that it's already been GG.
So we will see whether they will win this fight and win, or it's going to be GG'd by MLE right now. All the people are talking about all these things. So here we see right now everyone dancing around the Baron. The pings all going down for the
flying into
KLH
the air
side.
just a little bit. They want to definitely protect Jaeyoung right here, and looks like this is going to be a massive engage. The winner of this might be able to get Baron, might be able to push in. Let's see who gets caught and who deals the most damage. Oracle's being cleared out here by Misery. They are trying to do something here. KLH goes back. This is a prime opportunity to take Baron, and that's it. They are going to go for Baron. There's nothing that KL Hunters can do to come in time. I don't know, can Domuri smite this away once again? Domuri is actually going away. No, he's not. He won't be even close enough to smite it. So
It's a
Stunner
too big
does
of a
get
risk.
it. Yeah. And they are going to actually push for. Now they are pinging onto Jaeyoung. They want to get him down. They
Oh, those
don't
shooters
want
are
it to
being
happen
popped
there.
out as well. Jack's leaping forward right there. Let's go down and see.
Jaeyoung trying to escape out of this, and this is going to be the final push, I would say. Very, very far away. 9 to 28, almost a 20 kill lead difference right now. Blitz, most valuable player of this game, making the early game super easy for Manila Eagles. I'm just waiting for another fantastic pull. They are going to transition top, taking out the inhibitors. And this is what's going to be it. Bing.
This is it. The last fight, maybe?
I would say it's the last fight. They're just going to go out, wait for the minions to actually push in and try to get something. There it goes. Domuri being fitted away, melted like a candle, gone. Monkeys, nobody cares about Monkeys. Everybody's trying to go for everybody else, and Monkeys does do rupture, but guess what? Everybody is still so very healthy.
Yes, so
And
very
at this point in time, they're trying to zone Jail out so that he can't deal much damage away. The grab does go for Pagani, gets caught out there. Nobody really cares about the turret at this point in time, but we do see V1Y bringing down the turret. This is something that Jaeyoung does.
Oh, Snoy will die right there. A good kick by Golden's last attempt.
It was a good attempt. It was the shutdown that goes on. The Guardian Angel does get from Kaigo trying to bring down there. Kaigo is down, but nope, they can't do anything else to do this. GG Manila Eagles, you get a victory the final game against Kuala Lumpur Hunters. Huzzah! Guess what? You're back to a tie.
How can you be excited?
You're back to a tie on a challenge accepted. So right there, I mean, this was a good back and forth game. Like I said, the MVP goes to Noelle. Very, very strong showing for the first time you come out there. You might have been nervous as a pro player playing for the very first time, but wow.
And some
10-3-8. on Kaigo there. Let's go into, yep, we already in fact are at the score screen. 229 CS. Jeong had the highest farm in the game, but just because he didn't have all that many kills, he had 6 deaths out of it. And that's what, he can farm all he wants. But if he doesn't have the kills, he doesn't have the additional goal, he can't translate that into items, and 80 carries live on items. As if you don't have items, you will suffer massively about it. What do you think, Taddy?
I would say Corpmore is a separate fact.
Aside from Corpmore, what do you think about KLH performance? Shocking?
Not, no, I would say it's shocking or whatever, but early stage, people are talking about how Cho'Gath should have went to mid instead of fighting Avery and things like that. But I think it would have end up the same in terms of that, because see, in the early stage, Golden did have the advantage over Eileen. He tried to get the kill, but he ended up getting killed back. He didn't have enough damage right there, so that caused the first blood. But that was not a game changer. The game changer was how the focus was onto bottom and how Blitzcrank managed to pull either Hagane or Jaeyoung into the fight. I mean, into Ezreal, and Ezreal just pulled it off. Like, you see at the bottom lane, when Shen came in to fight, his taunt could only land onto Blitzcrank because he had to save someone. But when the taunt lands on Blitzcrank, everyone focused onto Blitzcrank. He is a bit more tanky. He does have the barrier, and at the same time, there was the additional poke from Ezreal just like that. Yep. And he was just poking onto Jaeyoung every time they focus onto Blitz. And Jaeyoung will either fall, brought too low, and the Skarner comes up from behind to clean up. So overall, it's like a mismatch for the lanes in terms of overall the lane swaps were in the early favor of KLH, but when it came down to the laning phase, because fighting against the Blitzcrank, it just totally shut KLH down. Because I didn't expect it to happen that way, but you just saw those pools happen.
The pools were at the maximum range, connecting at the last pixel of the game. It was just really good. But let's just quickly go into the commercial break, because this was a rather interesting match. I mean, we're going to come back, we're going to talk about more interesting things after that. So this is Sudo.
Yes, and this is Taddy Tables.
And we'll see you after the commercial break.
So stay tuned.